Hi, welcome to this Corbettmaths video. In this video, we're going to look at the video solutions to the practice questions on finding the median from a frequency table. If you need any extra help on this topic, if you go to Corbettmaths and go down to the videos and worksheets section and scroll down to video number 51, there's a dedicated video tutorial there on finding the median from frequency tables. Alternatively, you could scan this QR code. But in this video, we're going to focus on the video solutions to the practice questions, so let's get started. Okay, question number one. Question number one says the table shows the ages of the players in an under 21 rugby squad. So there's a rugby squad on this for players that are under 21 or 21 and under. And we've got their ages. So there's 5 18-year-olds, 5 19-year-olds, 9 20-year-olds, and 4 21-year-olds. And we've been asked to find the median. So we want to find the median from this frequency table. Now in terms of this question, there's a couple of ways we could approach it. One approach is actually to list them out. We've got 5 18-year-olds, so we could write 5 18. So we could go 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. There's 5 18-year-olds, 5 19-year-olds, 19, 19, 19, 19, and 19. And there's 9 20-year-olds, so 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll check these in a second. And 4 21-year-olds. 21, 21, 21, and 21. So let's check this. 4 21-year-olds, yes. 9 20-year-olds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep. 5 19-year-olds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And 5 18-year-olds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. So we've now listed everyone's ages in order from the lowest, 18, up to the highest, 21. And we want to find the median. So if we wanted to find the median, well, we cross off the smallest and the biggest, the smallest and the biggest, the smallest and the biggest, and so on. And I'll just do that now. And that's it. And as you can see here, the median, the middle number, is 20. So the median age is 20 years old. So the answer is 20. And that's it. So that's one approach. Now that approach I tend not to use very often because if I was actually list these values down, I may miss one. I might make a mistake in actually finding the median. I might cross them out in the wrong order and find the wrong median. Or what if the frequencies were very large? If these were 50, 50, 90, and 40, I wouldn't have time in the exam to write down 50 18-year-olds, 50 19-year-olds, 90 20-year-olds, 40 21-year-olds. And the chances are I'll probably make a mistake somewhere in that list. So I want to find another approach to find that median. And this is the other approach now. So what I would do is if I wanted to find the median from this frequency table, the first thing I would do is I would add up the total frequency. So let's see how many people there are all together. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Plus 9 is equal to 19, plus 4 is equal to 23. So there's 23 people altogether. So that tells us the total number of people in this frequency table. There's 23 people altogether. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this formula to find the position of the median, and it's n plus 1 divided by 2. And this formula tells us the position of the median. So if you've got a list of values like this, or you've got an ungrouped frequency table like this, so where we've got 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and 21-year-olds, where they're not grouped, if you use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2, where n's the total frequency, that'll tell you the position of the median. So there's 23 people, so if I do 23 plus 1, which is 24, divided by 2, that's equal to 12. So that means the median is a 12th person. And let's just check that. We had this list of values earlier. If we look at our median, which is this person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can see this is the 12th person. So what I would do is, let's actually get rid of this list now. We don't actually need it anymore. Now we know that that's the position of the median. So what I would do is, in terms of my other approaches, I'd add up the frequencies to find the 23 people. I would then add 1 and divide by 2, and that'll tell me the position of the median is the 12th person. And then I would look at the table and find where the 12th person is. So we line them up in order. So we had 5 18-year-olds. Well, the 12th person is not going to be in there. And then another 5 19-year-olds. So that's 10 people altogether. So the 12th person is not in either of those two. And then if we put our next 9 people, that's going to be 19 people altogether. So that means the 12th person would be in here. So that means the median is 20 years old. The 12th person must be 20 years old. And if you think about it, if you lined up 5 18-year-olds, if you lined up 5 19-year-olds, and 9 20-year-olds, the 12th person in that list would be a 20-year-old. And that's it. So if I find the median age would be 20. And so the median age is 20. And that's it. So if you want to find the position of the median for an ungrouped frequency table like this, you take the total frequency, n, you add 1, and then you divide by 2. And that tells you it's a 12th value. And then you need to go and find the 12th value. So you look at the frequencies, and you go down, and you figure out where would the 12th value be. And then where the 12th value be, that would then be the median. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 2. Okay, so question number 2. Question number 2 says the table shows information about the number of pets owned by each of 30 students in a class. So 11 people own 0 pets, 12 people own 1 pet, 6 people own 2 pets and 1 person owns 3 pets. And we want to find the median number of pets owned. So we want to find the median from this frequency table, this ungrouped frequency table. So what I'm going to do is, rather than doing the list of writing down 11 zeros, 12 ones, 6 twos and 1 3, and in other words, listing down the number of pets owned by everybody in order and then finding the median. I'm not going to do that because that's quite time consuming, but if you're unsure and you forget how to find the median from an ungrouped frequency table like this, you could list them down and find the median that way if you really want to. If you can't remember the n plus 1 divided by 2, then by all means do that. If you've got no other approach to do it, that's how you could do it. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2. That will tell us the position of the median. So the total frequency, well, we're told there's 30 students in the class. So there's 30 people altogether. So we're now going to do 30 plus 1, so 30 plus 1 divided by 2. So 30 plus 1 is equal to 31, and then we're going to divide by 2, and 31 divided by 2 is equal to 15.5. So we're looking for the 15.5th person in this list. So we now know the 15.5th value is the median, and this makes sense because we've got an even number of values, and the median, well, if you've got an even number of numbers, the median would be in the middle of 2 of them, so that's why it's the 15.5th. So let's find where the 15.5th person would be in this frequency table. So we've got 11 people with no pets, well, the 15.5th one's not going to be in there. And now we've got another 12, well, 11 plus 12 is 23. Well, the 15.5th person would be in here. And as you can see, they're all 1s, so that means the median number of pets owned would be 1. And that's it, so the median would be 1. And that's it, so our answer is 1. The median number of pets owned is 1. And if you were to write down 11 zeros, 12 ones, 6 twos and 1 3, you would then find the median would be 1. If you cross them out and find the 15.5th value, you would find that it's in between a 1 and a 1, so the median will be 1, and that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 3. So question number 3 says the shoe sizes of 100 students are shown in the table. So we've got the shoe sizes of 100 students here. So we've got 4 students who've got a shoe size of 2, 11 students who've got a shoe size of 3, and so on. And part A, we've been asked to work out the range of the shoe sizes. So we want to find the range of the shoe sizes. So it's not the median yet, so it's going to be the median later on. We've been asked in this part A to find the range of the shoe sizes. So remember, the range is the largest subtract the smallest. So the largest shoe size is a 7 here, so that's the largest, so 7. Then we're going to subtract the smallest, which is 2. And then 7 subtract 2 would be equal to 5. So it means the range of the shoe sizes is 5. And if you think about it, if you wrote this list of 4 number 2s, 11 number 3s, and so on, and 18 number 7s, you do the largest, which is 7, subtract the smallest, which is 2, and 7 subtract 2 is 5, so that's the range. And then part B, we've been asked to work out the median. So if we go back up to our table, one approach could be to write 4 number 2s, 11 number 3s, and so on. It's not very efficient. So what we're going to do is we're going to then look at our total frequency, which is 100. We're told in the question is 100 students altogether. If we add up those values, we get this 100 students. And we're going to do n plus 1 divided by 2. And remember, for a list of values or for ungrouped frequency tables, you can use n plus 1 divided by 2. So we're going to take the total frequency, which is 100. We're going to add 1, which would be 101. And then we're going to divide by 2, and it will be equal to 50.5. So we're looking for the 50.5th value. The 50.5th value in this table would be the median. So let's do that. So let's look at our frequencies and let's find where the 50.5th value would be. There's 4 people with a shoe size of 2, and then another 11 people, so it's going to be 15. And then another 12, so it's going to be 27. And then another 21, that's going to be 48. So that means we haven't got the 50.5th value yet, because 4 plus 11 plus 12 plus 21 is equal to 48. So there's 48 people so far. We're looking for the 50.5th person. And now we've got 34 people. Now, if this was 48, well, then you're going to have 49, 50, 51, 52, and so on, all being shoe sizes of 6. So that means the median would have to be in there. Because if you do 48 plus 34, that's equal to 82. So that means the 50.5th person would definitely be in this group. So that means the median shoe size would be a 6. And that's it. And so it means the median shoe size is a 6. And that's it. And again, if you wanted to, you could write down that list, but I think there's probably a bigger chance of you making a mistake in that list because the numbers are quite large. You may miss a number, or you might make a mistake whenever you're crossing them out. So I think this is a much better approach. We take the 100 people, add 1, which is 101, and divide by 2. So it means the median is the 50.5th value. Then you need to find that person. So the first 4 people, they've got a shoe size of 2. No. Then the next 11 have a shoe size of 3. So that's 15 people so far, with the 50.5th wouldn't be in there. And then another 12 people, that's 27. Another 21 people, that's 48 people so far. We're looking for the 50.5th value. And then with another 34 people, it's definitely going to be in there. So the median would be 6. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 4. So question number 4 says the table shows the amount of money withdrawn from a cash machine. So there's a cash machine, and on 56 occasions, the person withdraws £10. On 41 occasions, the person withdraws £20. On 16 occasions, £30 withdrawn. On 4 occasions, £40 withdrawn. On 1 occasion, £50 is withdrawn. And on 2 occasions, £60 is withdrawn. And then we're told that Callum says the median amount withdrawn is £30. And we're asked, is Callum correct? Explain your answer. So Callum thinks the median is £30, and we've been asked to check if he's right or not. Okay, so we want to find the median from this frequency table. So we could write down 56 tens and so on, but again, I think there's a much bigger chance you're going to make mistakes there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use n plus 1 divided by 2. So let's work out how many times money was withdrawn from the cash machine. So let's get our calculator and add these values up to find the total frequency. So whenever we add up all these frequencies, 56, 41, 16, 4, 1 and 2, we get an answer of 120. So that means there's 120 withdrawals made from this cash machine. Now we're going to use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2 to find the position of the median. So we're going to do n, which is 120, plus 1, which will be equal to 121, and then we're going to divide by 2. So let's take the 121 and divide that by 2, and that's equal to 60.5. So we're looking for the 60.5 value. Okay, so we want to find the 60.5 value. So the first 56 withdrawals were £10. That's £10, £10, £10, £10, 56 times. We're looking for the 60.5 one, so it's not going to be in there. Now we've got another 41, so that's going to be 97. So that means that, yeah, the 60.5 value will be in here. So it's going to be in here. So that means the median withdrawal amount is £20. So the median withdrawal amount is £20. The question says Callum said that it was £30. So is he correct? No. And let's explain that. And that's it. I've just explained no, the median amount withdrawn is £20, not £30. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question. Okay, so let's have a look at our next question, question number 5. So question number 5 is a bit different than the other ones we've looked at so far, because rather than being an ungrouped frequency table, such as here we've got the ages 18, 19, 20, 21 and so on, this question is a grouped frequency table. So we've got the amount of money spent, so 4 people spent more than £0 but less than or equal to £5, 12 people spent more than £5 but less than or equal to £10 and so on. And we've been asked to find which class interval contains the median, and we must show our working. Now in terms of this question, there's 2 different approaches which students will typically use, and it depends on which method the teacher is showing them or which website they're looking at in terms of how they recommend to approach this question. Now either approach is usually accepted, so in terms of the exam boards they would usually mark each of the methods right, and actually both of them in these types of questions would usually give you the exact same answer anyway, so it shouldn't really matter which approach you use. And I'm going to start off with the one that I would use. So before we used n plus 1 divided by 2 to find the position of the median. But here, because we don't actually know the values, you know, here we've got 4 people that spent no more than £0 but less than or equal to £5, or 4 people could have spent 1p. They all could have spent £5. We're not entirely sure how much money these 4 people spent. We don't know how much money these 12 people spent, apart from it being more than £5 but less than or equal to £10 and so on. But the question asks you to find which class interval contains the median. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the total frequency, n, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just divide that by 2. And if I do n divided by 2, if I take our 50 and divide it by 2, that's equal to the 25th value. And we could find which class interval the 25th value is. Some people like to do n plus 1 divided by 2 still and use that approach. Now because this is a group frequency table and our answer is an estimate anyway, I would usually use n divided by 2 rather than n plus 1 divided by 2. But as I said, they normally give the same answer. So 50 plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to the 25th value. So let's look at our table and find which class interval contains the 25th or the 25th value. So is the 25th value or 25th value in here? No. Is it in here? Well, we've got 4 plus 1 over 12, that's 16 altogether so far. So is the 25th or 25th value in here? No. Okay, our next frequency, 26. Well, 16 plus 26 is equal to 42. So that means that the 25th and the 25th value would be in this category here. So our median is inside this interval here, this class interval here. So our median is in here, and which class interval contains the median? This one here, and that's it. So which class interval contains the median? M is bigger than 10, but less than or equal to 15. And that's it, that's the class interval that contains the median. So in these questions, you could still use n plus 1 divided by 2. I typically use n over 2 because quite often I would then have to go on and do a thing called linear interpolation to find the median. And because that's an estimate anyway, I typically use n over 2. Especially if the frequency is quite high, then n over 2 would be useful as well. Okay, so which class interval contains the median? The answer would be m is bigger than 10, but less than or equal to 15. So that's the class interval that contains the median. Okay, let's look at our next question. So our next question says, George records the times taken by 20 students to complete a puzzle. So there's 20 students altogether. And then the question says, which time interval contains the median time to complete the puzzle? Okay, so there's 20 students altogether. So we can do 20 divided by 2, which is equal to the 10th value, or we could use 20 plus 1 divided by 2, and that's 21 divided by 2, which is equal to 10.5, so the 10.5 value. So we're looking for either the 10th or the 10.5 value, and hopefully, if the question's quite nice and how they've created, they should be in the same category anyway. So let's have a look here. Is a 10th value or 10.5 one here? No. And then number 2, that's 3 so far, no. And number 5, that's 8 so far, no. And then number 3, that's 11. So yeah, the 10th and the 10.5 are both in this class interval here. So the median's in here, and then that's our answer. And that's it. So the time interval that contains the median time taken to complete the puzzle is the time is bigger than 9 minutes, but less than or equal to 12 minutes. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 7. Okay, so question number 7, again, we've got another group frequency table, and we've been asked which class interval contains the median. So let's find out how many customers there are altogether. So let's add together the frequencies, and that's a calculator question, so that's quite nice. So 24 plus 31 plus 50 plus 35 plus 60 is equal to 200. So there's 200 customers. And what we want to do is we want to find the position of the median to begin with. And remember, for these questions, you could use n over 2 or n plus 1 over 2. As I said earlier, I tend to use this one because it's an estimate anyway, and usually with these questions they'll both be in the same category anyway. It'd be very rare if they weren't, and if you used your method and you showed your method, then it'd be accepted either way. So here there's 200 people, so we could do 200 divided by 2 is equal to the 100th person, or you could do 200 plus 1, which is 201 divided by 2 is equal to the 100.5th person. So is the 100th person or the 100.5th person in here? No. Are they in here? Well, 24 plus number 31 is equal to 55. No. And then number 50 would be 105. So yes, so the 100th or the 100.5 value would both be in this category here. So the class interval that contains the median is this one. So the time spent in the supermarket is bigger than 20 minutes, but less than or equal to 30 minutes. So that's the class interval that contains the median. Okay, our next question, question number 8. So question number 8 says the table shows the heights of some students. So we've got the heights of these students, and we've been asked to find which class interval contains the median. So again, we want to find which class interval contains the median. So let's add together the frequencies. 8 plus 16 plus 25 plus 32 plus 19 is equal to 100. So there's 100 people all together whenever we add together the frequencies. We want to find the class interval that contains the median, so let's find the position of the median. So we can either do 100 divided by 2 is equal to the 50th value, or you could do 100 plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to the 50.5 value. Okay, so let's find the median. So is the 50th or 50.5, depending on which approach you've used, are they in here? No. Are they in here? Well, that's 24 so far, so no. Another 25, that's 49 so far, so no. And then another 32. 49 plus 32 is equal to 81. So that means, yes, the median is going to be in this category here. So the class interval that contains the median is the height of the student is going to be bigger than 140, but less than or equal to 150. That's the median class interval. And that's it. Okay, let's look at our next question, question number 9. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. So we've got this frequency table, and it's an on-group frequency table because we've got grades 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So when we're finding the position of the median, we're going to use n plus 1 divided by 2. Just going to write that down, n plus 1 divided by 2. And then the question says there's 22 students in the class, so there's 22 students altogether. And then we're told there's some new students who are all grade 7. We don't know how many, but there's some new students that are all grade 7 join the class. And the median piano grade remains the same. So after they join the class, the median doesn't go up, it actually remains the same. And the question says work out the greatest possible number of new students. Everyone, right enough, that makes sense, because if there's 100 students to join the class, it would be a big class, but then obviously the median would change. So there's going to be a certain number that you have students who join the class, but the median will stay the same. So let's start off by finding the median to begin with. Let's find the median for the class before the students joined. So let's write down before, so before they joined. So there's 22 students, so I'm going to do 22 plus 1 divided by 2. And if I do 22 plus 1, that's 23, divided by 2 would be 11.5. So we're looking for the 11.5 value. So is the 11.5 value in here? No. And number 3, that's 6 students. Is the 11.5 student in there? No. So that's 6 plus another 9 would be 15. So yes, is the 11.5 value in here? Yes, it is. So the median would be 4. So the median before they joined, median was equal to 4. So we now know that 4 was the median piano grade before the other students joined the class. So I've now changed colour of ink from red to blue because we're now looking after these students joined the class. Now the median stayed the same. So the median stayed the same. Median piano grade remained the same. So that means the median will be 4 again. So after the students join, we know that the median is still 4. The median is still 4. Now all the students that join have got a grade 7. So that means that if we were to think about the greatest number of students that join the class, well, that means that the last person having a grade 4, we're putting these people in order. You've got this grade 2, you've got these 3 people with a grade 2. I'm just going to write this down, grade 2, grade 2, grade 2. We had 3 people with grade 3, so grade 3, grade 3, grade 3. And then 9 people with grade 4, so grade 4, grade 4, grade 4, grade 4, grade 4, grade 4, 6, 7, 8. 9. So these are the people in the class, these 15 people were in the class before anyone else joined, and before the median was the 11.5 value. So the median was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it would be in here because obviously you've got all the people with grades 5, 6 and 7 and so on that side. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going to be in here. Okay. So as more people with grade 7 join the class, what's going to happen is the position of the median is going to move up. Because obviously there's more people in the class, the position of the median is going to go up. And this person here, this person that gets a grade 4, well, that's the last person that could be the median. That could be the last position of the median before it changes. Because here we've got 15 people. This is the 15th value here. So that's the 15th value, the 15th. And that means the median must be the 15th value, because if it was to change to the 15.5 value, that would be in between a 4 and a 5, so the median would change to 4.5. So this person here, whenever these other people join, let's put the rest of the people in the class. We've got a 5, a 5, a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 6. A 6, and then loads of 7s. We don't know how many yet. But this person is the last person that could be the median before the median grade would change to being 4.5. And then if more people join, to being 5, and so on. So let's then use the formula. N plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to the 15th value, is equal to 15. And then if we solve this equation, we can find out how many people are now in the class. So if we times both sides of this equation by 2, we'd get n plus 1 is equal to 30. And then if you take away 1, you're going to get the n is equal to 29. So that means there's going to be 29 people in the class. So we had our class to begin with. There was a grade 7 as well. So this was the class to begin with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And we were told that in the question. But if there was 29 people in the class, so that's 22, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, the median would still be here, it would still be 4. And that means that altogether there was one grade 7 to begin with. Some more have joined. Let's see how many have joined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 grade 7 students could join. So 7 new grade 7 students join the class. And that's it. And that's it. So just to recap, what we done was we found the median to begin with, which was the 11.5 value, which was 4. We know that more grade 7 students join the class, but the median stays the same, so it has to stay as 4. The last person that is a 4 is this person here, so that's the last person that could be a median, which is the 15th value. Then we use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 15. And then we find that the n would be equal to 29, so that means there's 29 students in the class. There's 22 to begin with. 29 take away 22 is equal to 7. So 7 grade 7 students join the class. And that's it. Okay, let's have a look at our next question, question number 10. So question number 10 says, Lauren plays 30 football matches, and the table shows the information about the number of goals she scored in each game. So in 6 games, she scored no goals. In X games, we don't know how many, she scored 1 goal. In Y number of games, she scored 2 goals, and in 2 games, she scored 3 goals, or a hat-trick. And the question says the median number of goals that Lauren scored is 1.5. So the median is 1.5, and that's quite interesting. What that means is the median is in the middle here. It's in between 1 and 2, so it's going to be in the middle here. And we've been asked to work out the values of X and Y. Okay, so we know that the median is 1.5, so that means that the median isn't 1, it isn't 2, it's in between these values. And because it's 30 matches, that means it's possible, because remember, if you've got an even number of numbers, you then have the medians in between 2 values, and it's going to be in between a 1 and a 2. So that means the median is going to be in here, it's going to be in between the 1 and the 2. Okay, so if we have a look at the question, we're told there's 30 matches altogether. So the position of the median, n plus 1 divided by 2, because this is ungrouped frequency, so we're just going to use n plus 1 divided by 2. We're going to take the number of matches, which is 30, and add 1, and then divide by 2. And 30 plus 1 is 31, divided by 2 is 15.5. So that means the median, which we know is in between here and here, we know that's going to be the 15.5 value. So that means the 15th value must be a 1, and the 16th value must be a 2, so that the 15.5 value must then be 1.5. So that means that 6 plus 9 is equal to 15, so that means there's going to be 9 number 1s. Now, well, let's work out how many number 2s there would be. Well, we know there's 30 altogether, so if we do 6 plus 9 plus 2, 6 plus 9 plus 2 is equal to 17. And then if we do 30, take away 17, that's equal to 13. So that means there's going to be 13 number 2s. So it means there's going to be 9 number 1s and 13 number 2s. So that means that the value for x and y would be 9 and 13. And that's it. Let's write that down. And that's it. And let's just check that. Let's actually just write them down. 6 games she scored no goals. So in 6 games she scored no goals. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. In 9 games she scored 1 goal. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, and in 13 games she scored 2 goals, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in 2 games she scored 3 goals, so 3 and 3. So let's just check that. Have we got 30 games altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And let's find the median. Let's just double check it is 1.5. Cross off the smallest, cross off the biggest, cross off the smallest, cross off the biggest, and let's just carry on with that. And as you can see here, we're left with 1 and 2 in the middle, so the median would be in the middle of those, which would be 1.5. So that's it. So we've worked out the value of x would be 9 and the value of y would be 13. And that's it. And that's it. So in this video, we've looked at the video solutions to the practice questions on the median and finding the median from a frequency table. So those frequency tables that are ungrouped, like so how to find the median, but also how to find the class interval that contains the median for group frequency tables as well. If you need an extra help on this topic, if you go to Corbettmaths and go to the videos and worksheets section and scroll down to video number 51, that'll be a really useful video tutorial for you. So I really hope you found this video useful. If you have found it useful, please like it and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.